Hey there, welcome back again to our YouTube channel, Programmer Choice. So let's start playing with the information. So currently we have this single URL, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a const and I'm going to have something like URL and set URL. Great, and by default I'm going to have this use state. Basically what I want to do is I want to have a button when by default it is going to be all product. Let me show you. But I should have option to see only in stock product. I can remove these unavailable. So by default it is going to be all product and this is going to be the URL. Let me save, let me show you. Things look fine to me right now. One quick thing, get here, talk about the URL. So I need in stock equals to true. So the information which is currently true, we are having this. So let me get back. So let me get here, and if I need to change it, all I need to do is I need to work with buttons. So I'm going to have a button, let's say all and on click. So I've created a button and I can say this all, and on click I can call a function. I'm going to have an anonymous function where I'm going to set URL, and I'm going to have another button for in stock only, and have on click, then an anonymous function, and here I'm going to update my set URL to something which is this product in stock equals to true, and this is going to be our default one, and here we can pass as URL. So let's see, get back here. So nothing is working right now. Why we are not able to update this? If I click on this in stock, why we are not able to get the information? Remember, this use effect depends on dependencies. By default we have an empty dependency. That means we are just loading this for the first time. That's it. Now if we want to have a dependency like this, here URL, so we can add it here. Now every time URL is updated, they will recall this entire code block. Now if I say get back here, you can see in stock I have all the in stock. If you see all, so you can see I have all the items, and I hope now you understand how things are working. So I hope you got the idea why this dependency is important. Let me do quick change as well. Let me have a div and have a class name as filter, and let me put these buttons inside this div. Let me save here, get back here, refresh it. You see, when I click on in stock, it is showing me the in stock products. When I click on all, it is showing me all the products. So that's how this is going to work. Now we can add multiple other information inside this. This is not the just one part. We can add more information if we want. Maybe we have other functions, we can do that. The other thing is you can have multiple use effect. Let me take a quick example. Let's say I have a const, and here I have a counter. This is going to be some random example because I need to explain this point. And set counter, that is going to start from 0, and here let me have a button and the counter, and let me have a on click button which is going to set the count, set counter to counter plus 1, something like this. If I get back here, you can see this is working, this is not working fine. So let me see what is the reason. Let me save it, get back here. So yes, it is working fine. When I'm clicking on this button, it is incrementing by 1. Now what I want is, I want to have a differences counter. I should console log it. So what I can do, I can have a console log here, my counter thing, something like this. Let me get back here. So if I change this, I'm not having information here. So what I can do is, I can have a second dependency as a counter. Let me check. So yes, this is working. So what is the problem is, this is also rendering again and again. So what we can do is, we can have a second use effect just for the counter. So what I can do is, I can remove it from here. I can just have a second use effect that is going to take two arguments. The first one is the function and second one is the dependency. And here the function is going to just console the log here, console log here. Let me save this, get back here, refresh it, clear this all, clicking on this counter. Oh, it is not showing. So we forgot to write this dependency. Let me save it again, get back here, clicking on this. So yes, it is working fine. That means we can have multiple use effect according to our own dependency. If I add multiple dependencies here, that means entire code block will re-render again. So if we are fetching, we are going to send a new request every time a counter is changed. That we don't want. We want to have a console.log for that counter. Now here I can take console.log. We can have anything here, like calling some function. So the aim was to make you understand that we can have a second counter. The other thing that we understood, that we have a button that can change our URL, and when URL is changed, we can get updated information, and once the information is updated, we have a new render. So that's how this is going to work. So that's all. I hope you got the two important points of this lecture. Thank you for following. Now in the next one, let us discuss on fetch again.